Netherlands to study a small course on early childhood education, which is basically your early years in elementary. And I was super surprised to see this, that after a certain amount of years, when the students have been in the school systems, they are kind of streamlined, and they're asked by the administration or by their teachers, okay, what do you want to do? And then if they say that they want to go on a technical side or a science format or artists or social sciences, they are kind of streamlined towards it from the early years. And the reason why I was very surprised on this thing is that they don't allow parents to sit in those mini meetings. They have this one-to-one talk with the child, and they kind of, I don't want to say test, but assess their aptitude and check them out where they do actually want to go and where their experiences lie. And that's why Netherlands schooling system is one of the best schooling systems across the globe, where they have these different streams going on. And I visited all these streams, and I was, what word should I use? I was definitely blown away by how much care they're putting into their children's future and their development altogether.
So just a clarification on the streaming or streamlining process. First would be like what age approximately this kind of takes place, and secondly, some may argue that if you're streamlining them from an early age, they might not have other options available to them, because if they're saying, okay, I want to go into social sciences, they don't have a chance to explore other avenues. So how do you kind of go about tackling that?
Okay, so streamlining over here means that just like in our university, we have a major and a minor, so they kind of have something similar to that, but they also study all the other subjects as well. Another streamlining element in Netherlands is that they believe in 4 or 5 different types of school models. In Pakistan, we have Montessori model, which is very popular. Over there, they have Dalton, Frenet, and Jena Plan as well. They are 3 separate school models, and they have 3 separate ideologies. So they also kind of choose to be in one of these school systems as well, and then they study everything, but they kind of focus on one thing. And of course, there is an option over there to go into a regular school or a regular high school as well. So it's not really forced upon anyone. So whoever chooses whatever they want to choose, and then they kind of are guided and scaffolded throughout that particular path. Just a short context of Finland. Finland had this biggest company called Nokia. I don't know if you remember Nokia. Okay.
I remember Nokia.
Yeah. So for some reason, Nokia kind of dismantled, and they had these amazing people, engineers, entrepreneurs, and all sorts of technical people out there who were without a job. And then Finnish government and Finnish people thought, what do we do now? And they came up with this excellent model where they included entrepreneurship and all the technical skills and competencies into their curriculum. And that's how they kind of drove themselves away from that one incident, which was the biggest incident there is, since Finland is only 5 or 6 million in population. So they kind of included their failure, lessons from their failure into their curriculum, and now they are kind of called a mini Silicon Valley of Scandinavia. My time in Finland was really good. And the reason why I'm saying really good is that I never even thought in my lifetime that I would end up for my graduate studies in Finland. I was actually bound to study in UK, but somehow something happened, and then I went and I chose Finland, and that was one of the best things that could have happened. The people over there, their children, their teachers, their parents, the society as a whole is so self-aware that it kind of made me think that whenever I'm going back to Pakistan, or when I'll come back, I will definitely inculcate the same values, or at least similar values over here as well. They focus more on what is required for the students or for the children instead of required by the society. So that's one of the best things there is. They are experimenting, they are using trial and error methods. I know that for some people that might seem insane, that what are you doing with our kids, why are you experimenting? But this is how we basically learn in education, that if you are not applying and you're not learning from your failures, then you're not basically developing or you're not progressing at all. So that kind of brings everything back to me, and let's just say I was impressed, and now I'm doing my work on a similar line, trying to bring out new methods and modern methods and everything.